listening to Back2Basics PODCAST.
Or a bit younger, or probably around the same time as well. Around the same time or a bit after. But anyway, that's just like another random influence. But the main story is I'm taking piano classes every Saturday. So that was like my path of entry into music theory, and like these are notes. This is how it works.
Away from like what you're reading in school.
Yeah.
So at that time music was still in the curriculum.
Yeah, I did do music when I was like in class 2. Kitambo before itolewe.
I think nilifanya music hadi class 7 ama class 8.
Jeez. Yeah. So around then. So at the same time, so my cousins, bro. So my other cousin, right? Since tulikuwa tuna hang out, at some point nika notice wanna make beat kwa comp. So hizo nizile enzi where like cyber cafes were the in thing, and like we were all sort of getting our first email addresses, like
Yahoo.
The Yahoos and whatnot, because that was actually like my first email address, like a Yahoo address. So I see him making beats or attempting to make beats on his computer, and I'm super curious. So I'm literally just like seated there, mind blown, after realizing that this is how music is made. So it hadn't hit me. Of course, kitambo, watu walikuwa na record with maybe like a full-on band, recording on like tape in like the big studios and whatnot. And there was a whole technique to it. But I think this is my first time sort of engaging with like a digital PC platform, and I'm seeing music being made, and I can hear the drums and the melodies. So I'm watching that, and I'm literally like, what the hell is this? Like, this is how music is made. And at that point, he's using FL Studio 3. Like, this is back in the days. We're currently, like, 21 is about to come out. So this is, like, really back in the days. So I'm really intrigued by that. But then did I have a computer in the house? Probably not. The timeline is fuzzy, but hiyo ndo ilikuwa mara ya kwanza kuona music ikimekiwa on a computer, and like I was mind blown. And I was kind of like, I need this software, and he didn't have it, but then he knew who had like a copy, and I had to like look for like 100 shillings to go get a CD burnt with the software, just so I can have a copy.
Na hiyo process as in ya ku get the do and
bro, kumbuka mimi ni myang, niko primo. It's not like I have money, and it's not like
hata ukiambia ma folks ni aje yo I need 100
what about like yanini, because
everything is here.
Yeah, so it's sort of like scratching around, a shilling here, a shilling there, mpaka ifike so alafu nieke FL kwa hii.
Hiyo ni as in hiyo ni kujituma, entrepreneurship, like
kabisa, just off of like seeing it happen, like let me try it out, and then fumbling, like let me try it out. Eventually I never stuck to the piano classes for long. I sort of fell off that, and then of course in class 7, class 8, and like school is, I guess, happening, and like the tuition on Saturdays, because sasa una ile like a free sato, unadu to show sato. So I sort of fell off that, but I guess the interest never truly faded away. Or not even interest, just the fact that I was intrigued at how music is made. So I would use the FL Studio and fail and fall off, and then come back and, try again. I didn't know what tempo was. So, the thing opens up at like tempo 130. So all my beats were like kind of quick, 20. So like over the years, like into finishing primary school and getting into high school, I believe probably around my first year of high school, like Form 1, I remember having this scratchbook, like just a notebook, where I would conceptualize a beat pattern in my head, like a drum pattern, and sort of like, this is what I'm going to do when I go home.
Ulikuwa high school wapi?
I went to 2 high schools. Moja ilikuwa Upper Hill. Then I was in Upper Hill for a year, and then for the other 3 years I was in a school in Nyeri, Karatina, called Kanjore High School. So I'd sort of take time and sort of like, it's gonna be this, or like
listening to Back2Basics PODCAST.